Euphigenia Doubtfire, dear. I specialize in the education and entertainment of 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 entertainment. Candy and the sun. Could you make me a woman? Showtime. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run daggers for you, daggers for you. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Go pump, pump, pump some neurons. I know you're used to Lucy. Dinner, dinner, dim. Such a sham. It tastes good. Such a sham. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Surprise. Hip hop, bebop. Dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop. Doesn't mean that they don't love. Hip hop, bebop. Bop, bop, bop. Dance till you drop, hip hop, bebop. Just a little bit of nicotine. The sun. Just a little bit of nicotine. Cream in your sugar now. A little bit of nicotine. Doesn't mean that they don't love you.
Should've never had a birthday pad. Should've never had a birthday pad. Should've never had a birthday pad.
I know you're used to Lucy, but I run daggers for you. When I'm in charge, daggers for you. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Go pump, pump, pump some neurons. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Such a sham, such a sham. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run.
Should've never had a birthday pad. Birthday pad.
Hip hop, bebop. Dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop. Doesn't mean that they don't love. Hip hop, bebop. Bop, bop, bop. Dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop. Bum, 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 bum. Just a little bit of nicotine. The sun. Just a little bit of nicotine. Cream in your sugar now. A little bit of nicotine. Dinner, dinner, dim. Doesn't mean that they don't love you.
Hi there.
When I'm in charge. Don't fuss with me. It tastes good. Dinner, dinner, dim. It tastes good. Pump, 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 pump.
Should've never had a birthday pad. Should've never had a birthday pad. Should've never had a birthday pad. Birthday pad.
I know you're used to Lucy, but I bebop. Mean that they don't love hip hop, bebop. Bop, bop, bop. Dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop. Candy and the sun. Just a little bit of nicotine. Dinner, dinner, dim. Just a little bit of nicotine. Cream in your sugar now. A little bit of nicotine. Doesn't mean that they don't love you. Well, that's all for today. Bye bye.
I'll tell you what. That food poison almost killed me, son. Can't have me. Good times. I don't know. Oh, that's weird. That's crazy. They just upgraded this OBS software, and it's better than ever. Woo! Got my little ball cap today. Swamp Rose is in here. Swamp Rose. I don't know if you got the message I sent you today. Oh man, I'm alive, you guys. I had my keyboard and I was gonna set it up, and you can see the air conditioner behind me is a little bruised because I had to work on it all day. Hey Trish, I wasn't trying to get you off your live. I'm such a dick. Why do you guys put up with me? And then I had a fly, and he's hiding, and I will find him. I will have him. Alright, I'm not going to waste your time. I got some stuff. Idiots! Alright, hold on. I don't have anybody to yell at. You hog. That's me. That's. I've already ruined. I tried to be cool.
Okay, that was a 740 shove it, and he could jump that ball.
This is Roddy Mullen at a kid's birthday party. Just doing old school. I can do all these tricks. I can do a lot of these old school tricks. I just have to get a board that can hold my weight. I'm just kidding, Swamp Bros. I'll send you one later, though, since you insist. So there's Roddy Mullen. I don't know why. This is old stuff. This is from when I was almost on. You can't even see me. What a letdown. Who wants to see that? Nobody. No, it goes, I wasn't going to cut off your live or anything. I didn't want to do that to you, honey. Let's see who messaged me. Because you guys, oh my God, I have the best show for you guys today. I hope that nothing half-assed comes in here. Because I love you guys. I love you, Jeff. I love you, Swamp and Bubbly and all you guys. And I have the DNA. I have
He doesn't want to swing! He doesn't want to swing!
Oh, you can't hear me? Me and Kara Farley, Tyson Farley, come into a theater near you. You want to see a stroke, Jeff? I'll give you a stroke of genius. This freaked Twiz out. I thought I was dead. That's why I didn't use that stupid play yard. So first of all, it was glitchy. Nobody cares, Kane. Shut up. Check this out. This was either Bubs or Chickbait. One of you guys got banned. And I remembered that there's a lot of drama going on. I'm a swing it. If I started popping and locking Jeff, you would probably have to whammy bar my head. Yeah, so I had air conditioning troubles, but I didn't have any troubles like these ladies. Took down by the SSF. Hail Reichen, de YouTubing. And I saved that page. Because I was watching it and left a comment. I was like, oh, what if anybody else left a comment on my comment? And I went in there, and I was at the Walmart. And you called me crazy. That was just my opinion. And so the next one was... We're going to get you down, Bubs, too. Alright, there goes my copyright strike. So much for the chat replay. Thanks for tuning in. She did, yeah. It was in... Actually, where's Robert? Robert, don't make me come out there. I call her Eyebrows Anya. Bubs. You know, because she paints... Anyway, so, yeah, the next one... These are all... I might have to... There's probably... The Ref is a Menace. No, that's not... what about this one? These were like... I was like, oh, he's trying to be informative and smart and stuff. Let me just go to the next screen, you guys. Because you know what? Just looking at me... And I'm alive should be enough for everyone. I really did go through it, boy. Jeff, block Viviana. Hold on, wait. I didn't do it. No, not that one again. No. All right, this is an oldie but a goodie. You guys want to see the new fresh shit, and I know it, because that's what I like about you guys. And I don't have to mess with school. Me and Julia down by the schoolyard. Ready? All right, here we go. Boom, back at it. What does client area mean? I wonder. You ever know? Put a 1 in the chat if you know. All right, anybody? Me. Oh, it's me. I forgot. I'm supposed to do stuff here. All right. So the first thing was a little article there. And I think is that the new policey chiefy? And there's no place for hate in Moscow. Remember that, guys. Now that hate has left town, there's no room for it anymore. And so that was the message. It's pretty much, you can't opt out of this discussion. There's really nothing dramatic in here, but I just thought it was interesting. They formed an what was the task force they have here? FBI Special Agent Brian Gunnarsson encouraged people to report incidents of hate, even when they do not rise up to the level of a crime. Yelling something hateful, which we know they do, out of a car window is not a crime. Was the Utah game? But it can show that person has a bias. If that person later commits a crime, these reported incidents... I'm going to Theo Von. All right, I'm sorry. Can prove that bias and lead to a criminal charge later. So, if you see it, spray it. Okay. And nobody wants to report any crimes in Moscow. Can you blame them? I thought it was interesting that Bubbly had, if you missed it, Pullman enrollment down, and that's a real bite, isn't it? Huh? Sorry, Twiz. Lincoln. When you can't see me, just say Kane, you're stupid. Kane. Telling you Kane is a friend. There it is. Oh, you know what's cool about the other one, though? It's got this filter. The StreamYard one that Twiz likes. The one. I don't put them out me because they never work. Nobody cares, Kane. All right, so this is a movie that's going to be playing in Moscow, you guys. And it is about diversity, of course. And it's part of UI's Katie Bonet Campus Safety Awareness Month. A free screening of the film Disfluency will take place. What's your pronoun? Here's the pronoun. Disfluency tells the story of Jane, a college senior, living with the aftermath of SA, though through the lens of her study and language linguistics, the film examines self-doubt, consent, complexity, and trauma. So this is a blue light film, and it is, I don't know, it's got a green dot connecting U of I to how they unalive their students on a regular basis. So that's something we want to get out of that. ISP and Department of Education team up to provide fentanyl training. And they have different levels of fentanyl training. Jeff H. is probably an expert already. So well trained in the saving of lives, right, Jeff? Aren't you a firefighter? He's a volunteer on the weekends. Opioid overdoses as a crisis affecting 270 people this year, and it was like 320 last year that passed away. And so this is where we have the task force now that they're funding from the Millennium Falcon, and they say just fly casual, but it's a documentary, and then they talk about, well, here, listen to it. Jeff, stop! No, this is totally copyrighted. Jeff, get off there. No, I only like toy trains. This is an ad too, by the way. This is a guy running for office in Moscow, Idaho. I don't even want to skip this. A maybe he's running for judge. Look, he's got a recording studio background. The whole nine. Rasmussen.
The only thing faster than that is me selling your house.
Oh, he's just a real estate guy. Like used car salesman. So here we go with the actual
Good evening,
thing.
everyone, and thank you for tuning in to News at 5
Thanks.
today. I'm Brittany Cooper.
And I'm Joseph Downs. Our top story tonight, the opioid overdoses are a crisis impacting the entire country. Here in Idaho, 270 people died from them in 2022, according to the Department of Health and Welfare.
Now, to help fight this epidemic, state police and the Department of Education are teaming up to raise awareness of the dangers of fentanyl. Hometown reporter Ryan Hill has more on their
I'm
new
not going to bore you
program.
with this whole fucking thing.
We're not going to be able to
This is guy's good,
our
though.
way out of this. And we developed an education program with the goal to get into the schools.
John Kempf is the co-coordinator for the Idaho Fentanyl Education Project. The former state police commander has worked in narcotics for a long time. He says he's seen the deadly impacts of fentanyl overdoses firsthand. He's worked to expand training programs to help warn Idaho students about the dangers of these drugs. That led to a partnership with the Idaho State Department of Education to help reach students across our state.
And the best way to learn about this topic is to educate people, to educate our kids. And so that was kind of the start of all of it. And then when we had some funding available for it, we created a partnership with Idaho State Police. And we are able to reach schools, communities with this education.
Katie Watkins with the Idaho Department of Education says new grants can help towns do community events to reach more people. Schools can also request Idaho State police officers to come and do presentations for the classrooms. The program includes a documentary showcasing effects fentanyl overdoses can have on families who lose loved ones. They also provide resources available if someone needs help and discuss how mental health issues can factor in. Watkins says the content and presentations change depending on the grade level, but the idea remains the same.
With the younger kids, they're trying to focus more on what can you do with your life? What goals do you have? What do you see yourself doing? You know, just kind of focusing more on the positive, but also just really being careful with what you're around and with what you're doing.
Throughout the month of October, Idaho State police officers have been booked to give presentations to schools, and Watkins says so far 10 schools have put in requests to hold community events. The Idaho Fentanyl Project is hosting a training in Boise next Tuesday that teaches officers how to teach the program in schools.
So, okay, more grants. This has different levels. And the thing I noticed about the language was they said students can request the officers to come and talk. What's this like? Hey, yeah, you know what I want to do today? I want to have that fentanyl cop over today. I was there. Jen is supposed to be with us tonight. Jen, the wonderful Jen, but she's not here. She's a flake. Tell her I said it. And so it's good. They're getting them hooked early in Idaho, and it keeps the money flowing. So, missing 17-year-old girl died after her 20-year-old boyfriend grabbed a large blade because hitting her was not working and stabbed her multiple times. Boyfriend charged. There he is, the guy. He's a handsome feller. Oh, Massachusetts. In a disturbing incident, a 20-year-old man identified as Curry has been charged last week with the unaliving of his 17-year-old girlfriend. Okay, and they'd been together for 3 years, so I guess that's okay legally. Boston's perfectly fine. Who was found deceased? Okay, so the cops were trying to get in here. Let me get to that part. For 2 hours, law enforcement negotiated with him, and he refused. When the cops finally managed to gain access, they encountered a harrowing scene. Goddard was found unalive from multiple stab wounds, with Curry discovered beside her on a mattress in his bed. So, he was fighting off the cops the whole time, and then he went and laid down because hitting her wasn't working. Now, this girl was missing for 2 years. If you guys didn't follow, I just wanted to brush on it. It's old news. Teen shot while scouting locations for homecoming photos. And that guy. It's in Colorado, though. Oh, blank, my gun went off. And that's the legit. It's legit. The story is a bunch of high school kids were scouting out their homecoming place. They wanted to take some pics. They jumped the fence. They were writing a note, and the guy came in, it was just a fragment of the bullet cut in his face. That's literally the story. So, here we go, guys.
Have you ever been at the fair and you pay 10 cents for the grab bag and you poke your hand and you pull something out? That's what you're getting.
Pig and a poke.
It's also called a pig and a poke. You know, you don't know what you're getting out of that bag, and you might just get a pig, which is something you may not want. So they're getting the change of venue. But who will the judge be? Straight out to Chris McDonough. He's been in front of plenty of judges. He's now the star of The Interview Room on YouTube, and you can find him at coldcasefoundation.org. And he's got all these accolades for a reason. Former homicide investigator and handled around 300 homicide scenes. Chris McDonough, the judge can make all the difference. I've had a butt chewing by so many judges held in contempt. You name it. You don't.
Don't even have to say anything.
Well, that judge.
I like how he's taking a tip from me. He's got the guitar all shined up and prominent. He's not a blues man.
Yeah.
Who wants to put some money down on it that McDonough licks her boots? And she doesn't have to rein them in like Ashley Banfield did.
Yeah, you definitely don't want that judge for sure, Nancy. And,
Whatever
the
you
family
said,
doesn't
Nancy.
want that judge either. And in this situation, what I think one of the things we have to take a look at is the frustration that the family has because the judge now has recused himself and said, hey, you know what, because of these other reasons, I'm going to pull out of this as well and give you somebody else. Well, that's a big win for the defense, in my opinion. I've been in that circumstance where, you think everything's going well, and next thing you know it, you are in front of this new guy. And what was interesting, his ruling, on page 16 of his ruling, he said a reasonable likelihood that the prejudicial news coverage will compromise a fair trial. And that's why he's granting.
Put him up. I want to see him. Hey, did you notice, before I lose this thought?
Yeah.
The judge referred to international news coverage. Now, I don't know how moving to Ada County is going to escape international news coverage, but fine. I'd be mad if you didn't. Go ahead.
He did so good.
And then he brings in the logistics arguments, right? Well, I have to think, how long has he been thinking about this? That there aren't enough deputies, there aren't enough clerks. The jurors could be tainted. Has it been over a year? And if so, why didn't he pull the trigger earlier? That's one of the things that I have to question, this judge about this ruling for that reason alone.
Yeah, they got me on the strike. All right. I just thought... rascally today. All right.
Our top story.
Hold on there with your music.
For others to come forward if they have been victimized.
I want to tell you, and so far I think, maybe not every story I've done, but I think in every story I have tonight, they want people to come forward and help. The police are always asking for help. You ever notice that, Bubs? Always asking for help.
By this man. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Manny Martinez.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Luann Srell. This former paramedic is now behind bars in Volusia County. And that's where Fox 35's Stephanie Baffamonte is joining us from tonight with the very latest on this case. Good evening, Stephanie.
Good evening. The sexual assault happened about 3 years ago, but it is coming to light now through another investigation that uncovered this cell phone evidence. The sheriff tells me when they went to go interview the victim, she had no idea that this happened. He described this case as disturbing and shocking.
I've been doing this 49 years, and this is probably one of the worst crimes that I've seen by someone that has been entrusted to provide a level of care and violated that to unimaginable ways.
According to law enforcement, cell phone video shows former first responder James Melody molesting an unconscious and incapacitated woman while she was in the ambulance being taken to the hospital. According to the report, Flagler County Fire Rescue was called out for an unresponsive and intoxicated woman who needed help. The 37-year-old is a former Flagler County paramedic and firefighter. Melody was on duty and in uniform. According to the report, he was seen setting up and moving the camera during the sexual assault, where you could clearly see his face. Sheriff Rick Staley with strong words for the accused first responder.
What a pervert. I mean, this guy.
Anyway, all right, so there's that Volusia County. I believe that's where Daytona Beach area-ish. Oh, I'm glad I almost closed this out. So this is a look back, and I wanted you guys to listen because it is Gisela, and just check out, just listen to the list. This is just so well said.
Which is maybe why there was no barking. We don't know that there was no barking, but maybe that's also why the roommates downstairs at length, once using them.
I'm sorry, I gotta go back a little bit. Right.
Cannot imagine what the families are going through, but I will link the channel for you in the pinned comments in case you do want to watch that. Before I get into the updates that I want to share with you today, I want to show you this. We mentioned this about 3 or 4 days ago with this rumored Venmo. Yes, I know, it's another case with another strange Venmo payment. Maybe it means nothing. But I'm just going to show it to you anyway because now it's been covered by News Nation, by Ashley Banfield, and people are starting to take this Venmo payment a lot more seriously. So let's see what they say. They say here, did some digging on Venmo, and Ethan's last Venmo payment was to Jack Katovich. That's Jack number 2 in the slide that I made for you that we've looked at many times. So please check out the playlist that I made for you on this case. And then clicked on his page and found a Molly Gray who paid Liz Katovich, Jack's sister, and captioned it 3:30 a.m. This is very unsettling. Could be nothing, but could be something. Thought it was interesting regardless. I think in this case, the digital footprint of everyone is going to have the most clues, including, of course, the killer. I think that's why the FBI is also involved, because they're going to be digging through so many social media profiles and connections and anyone who may have been connected to the Wi-Fi hotspot in the house or anything like that. So here you could see a screenshot of that payment. Molly Gray paid Liz Katovich 3:30 a.m. And that was on November 12th, 2022 at 3:45 p.m. Now, I don't know if you remember this. We looked at the layout of the house on 2 live streams at length, once using the magic pen tool that I have, and the next time we looked at these neon arrows. What we were speculating was that the killer would have more than likely gone through the sliding door, and if you follow the green arrows, gone upstairs, where we were speculating that Maddie and Kaylee would have been staying. And then coming back downstairs and heading to bedroom number 4, where Ethan and Zaina were. They could have been in bedroom 4 or 3, but the most likely would have been bedroom number 4, especially based on the evidence that seems to be on the outside of the building, running down the walls. That is yet to be confirmed if that is waterproof sealant, rust, or blood. We just don't know. But the killer could have, of course, also come in through the sliding door and then first gone to bedroom number 4, where Zaina and Ethan were, and then gone upstairs to Maddie and Kaylee's rooms. In my personal opinion, I do think that this killer knew the layout of the house really well and could have been watching from that embankment at the back side of the house and seen maybe even that there was a male in the house that night. Ethan didn't always sleep over there. He lived at a fraternity just, I think they said 300 feet away or something. Really close, walking distance. Campus is also walking distance. But that night he was staying over. So maybe the killer had fantasized about this for so long. I would suspect that this is a fantasy kill, that they were looking through those windows possibly for weeks on end, maybe every Saturday night for months. We just don't know, but I would speculate it would be someone like a voyeur or a stalker or something like that. But then thinking to him or herself, I'm going to go in and make sure that I take care of that male first. So one could suspect then that they would have gone through the sliding door and first turned left towards bedroom number 4 and attacked Ethan first and then Zaina, because Zaina had defensive wounds. So by attacking one person, there's a little bit, of course, of a delay in then attacking the other, and it would wake the other person up, which explains why then she would have defensive wounds. Then the killer would have made their way up the stairs and gone upstairs to attack whichever person next, and then I think their target would be the last person that they would attack. In the most twisted way possible, they would have saved the best for last, because killers like this see their victims as objects and nothing more. They will not have remorse. This will not eat them up inside. This is something that they probably fantasized about for a really long time. Of course, I know there's still a lot of speculation about Murphy the Labradoodle. My speculation would be that Murphy may have run out the sliding door and gone outside for a little bit while the killer was inside, which is maybe why there was no barking. We don't know that there was no barking, but maybe that's also why the roommates downstairs didn't wake up. If there was a dog barking non-stop, they might have been unsettled. So, I mean, we also don't know if this killer, which has happened before, would have brought along, for example, a steak with some sort of tranquilizer in it and given it to Murphy, like chucked it outside, and then he could run outside and eat the steak and actually sleep for a little bit after that and then wake up the next day. That's also a possibility, which again means that the person had watched the house for quite some time or was known to the victims. So in making all of this for you guys, the reason we did it was to try to understand how and why the killer avoided even going downstairs to that ground floor area. And it would be easy to avoid with this little red cross here. They didn't go down those stairs if they just moved through the house like they did with these arrows, right? Thank goodness they didn't, because, as I say, thank goodness 2 lives were spared. This is an extremely brutal, tragic case already. Can you imagine if all 6 students, and maybe if anyone was staying over with the other 2 roommates, imagine if all of them were murdered. So it would make sense to me that their target would have most likely been Maddie or Kaylee, who were living upstairs. So if we just look at this picture again that was shared by Fox News a few days ago, you can see that standing in that wooded area, which is also where they expanded the crime scene to, because that's going to be interesting too. What if they find cigarette butts from someone, for example, standing there for weeks watching, or shoe prints, or any kind of DNA or something like that, as they stood there and watched. And as you stand at the back of the house, you could literally look into all 4 windows on those 2 middle floors. You don't even have to pay attention to the bottom floor at all, which is again why I speculate it's a fantasy kill. And fantasy killers want the event to be just right. They want it to be perfect. As we know, Ted Bundy also had those fantasies, and he kept on killing and killing, which is why this killer is also high risk for striking again, because rarely, as we saw, with all serial killers, Gacy, Bundy, Dahmer, BTK, Gary Ridgway, Richard Ramirez the Night Stalker, all of them, after being studied or interviewed or assessed, would say that they kept killing because the reality just didn't meet the fantasy. I would think that this person may have even waited for just the right students to live in the house. Maybe they had a fantasy of 2 hot blondes living upstairs. We don't know, but this is very plausible. The killer could have also been inspired either by other killers like Danny Rowling, the Gainesville Ripper, or Ted Bundy, the campus killer, or by movies like Scream, like a 2019 movie called Black Christmas, things like that. So if we look at this latest Daily Mail article, they say exclusive retracing the murderous steps. Blueprints show where each Idaho student was found stabbed to death in their off-campus 3-story house, with the slayings taking place on the top 2 floors while surviving roommates slept downstairs. DailyMail.com can reveal where each of the 4 murdered University of Idaho students were found stabbed to death in their off-campus rental house on November 13th. Blueprints and layout plans of the Moscow, Idaho home obtained by DailyMail.com reveal the 3-story property has 2 bedrooms on each floor, with the killings taking place on the top 2 floors. Kaylee Gonsalves and Madison Mogan, both 21, were found dead in their beds on the 3rd floor, while young college couple Ethan Chapin and Zaina Kernodle, both 20, were found in the front second floor bedroom. Surviving roommates, sophomores Dylan Mortensen and Bethany Funk, slept in the first floor bedrooms, which suggests the killer entered through a sliding glass door that leads from an outdoor patio to the kitchen. The floor plan shows that the murderer could have gone through the kitchen, the foyer, and then the living room, as we saw.
Do you like that, Heather? Black Christmas? That was a movie with Heather Fitzgerald in it. The lady's name was Heather Fitzgerald. I don't know if it was the character or the... Anyway, what I wanted to ask you is, why can't Grisella be the investigator on this? She had this thing. This is probably more than a year ago. And, you know, I realize her speculation and the stake and all. But she's just sitting here and she's thinking through all these things. It could be a stalker, you know, look around the house, look over here. They had to expand the crime scene. She was way ahead of them. She's like, automatically, you should be looking back there because it's an open house. Duh. And I thought that was a great point. And her pathway makes the most sense. The guy walked in, did what he did there, did what he did there. So it tells you that if it happened like that, which would be the most sensible way, because you're not going to walk through the kitchen and right by Xana and Ethan bustling around eating their Thai sticks, whatever. All right, so like I always say, once you're done explaining the stupid story they gave us, you will start to find the truth. No pressure at all. Slash Joe Satriani, the guy from you guys are a tough crowd today. You look great though. You're very intelligent.
Take me to church, I was
Oops. Like a dog at the Swanee or alive. Has anybody ever wanted to do this when they see those churches with the things that go up like that? Look at that. Look at that. What is that, Heather? A Methodist church? Let's see what we got on this one here. Kill the volume.
Tara Lambert.
Yep, they're going with hard with music. So, does anybody remember this case? I came across this, and this should remind you. Where is it? Here it is.
Pop exactly how she wants her rival, Kelly Cook, done away with.
I mean, what do you want done with her?
Oh my god. Just put her in a chopper. Like one of those lumberjack chopper things.
Circleville, Ohio.
So, yeah, this was the girl that did the contract murder hire, and she was freed after a court error. I think Judge was in love with her. Let's see what we got here. I got more news stuff too. Sorry to bore you guys with all this boring news stuff. But this is kind of fun. This is cool. Does anybody know what that is? If Willie was in here, he better know. Well, anyway, I think that's the Colossus at Rhodes, and this is what it would look like today. Look at the detail. This is the 7 wonders of the world, what they would look like today. And then you have the Acropolis, Artemis, Temple of Artemis, Acropolis, and that's what this is the tomb right here. That was there, and then there's a cool one coming up. That's Zeus, and then it's still there. But it's empty now. And this is the cool one. And that's what the pyramids looked like. Look at this. So you notice it has a gold head. Just the tip. And so if that, you look at it and it's shiny and reflective. And then they got the hanging Anyway. I just love this turtle, bro. I will play this turtle over and over. He's got such attitude. He could be right there on the.
Has anyone thought about what they want to happen to them after that? Like what they want to happen to their body? Gemstone. Gemstone. Can you explain that to me?
Cremated ashes get turned into a gemstone.
Your cremated ashes get turned into a gemstone, and then what happens to the gemstone? What's your relationship? You're happily married. Are you sure? I have to wear it. The last ugly piece of jewelry he ever gave me. His literal remains. All your friends are like, is that new? You're like, oh, yes, it's Bill. Has anyone thought about what they want to happen to them?
Oh, man.
Has anyone thought about what...
Duplicate tab. Duplicate tab.
When I first started telling this joke about my brother in San Francisco, I said, my disabled brother. And the San Franciscan couple came up to me after the show, and they were like, I believe they prefer the term special needs. I was like, oh, thank you for your service. You're not the one who took him to get ice cream, though, are you? No, that was me. Okay. First time I told this story at a comedy club in Boston. This is true. This guy came up to me after the show, and he was like, great stuff. You know, I also have a cousin who's retarded.
I'm not in California anymore. All right, that's. Your moment of zen. Hope everybody had a wonderful day today. I really do.
Overseas now, a second straight day of deadly explosions in Lebanon.
Yesterday, pagers were detonated and...
I heard about that. Maiden is Scott here? Where's Scott? Where? Yeah, Maiden's going on their last tour. If you haven't seen them, go see them. They're pretty good. And then that was literally your first. Yeah, it's Bill.
Same system, three-way, with another little chubby guy. Not exactly the biggest chubs that I like, but we're gonna give her a whirl. Cast this one in the sun a little bit out there. See if anything's cruising. Clicker's on, we're good. All right, now we're going with Mr. Squiggly Nightcrawler. See if anything wants to hit the old crawlers. Water temp should be rising, fish should be biting. Going for a big old river monster. Flickers on. Good luck, bud.
I don't know how much further they'll go on YouTube, but I'd say she's about pushing the limits of what has got to be acceptable. I don't know. I can't show my side boob. I know that. So this is a new trend, I guess. It's a Russian trend, I guess. I don't know what it's all about, these trends. And she's probably nothing but trouble. I don't know if you can read it. Just say it. Or pretend like you didn't see that. I don't.
There is not one member of the United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone in any war zone around the world. The first time this century. What? But let's understand. So where the fuck are we right now? And as of.
Oh man, I thought it was pretty not. They had Trump on Gutfeld. If anybody saw it the other day, it's pretty neat.
Hello.
Whoa. So, if you want to greet an Australian in the Australian language, you say, hello.
Guys, he's got a bunch of videos there now. He probably 7 a.m. Victory. Just skip to my Lou dance. I'm getting a lag all of a sudden. Swamp Rose must be coming up soon. When you called out of work, did she hang out? She just comes in and kind of bails, breezes in. I'm Swamp Rose. I'm like, you guys. I'm only teasing.
And I'll wipe. And I'll wipe.
Hold on. Angel D. Where? Oh.
I'll wipe, and I'll wipe, and I'll wipe, and I'll wipe 100 times. Still poop. Still poop.
Let me check that.
It's like I'm wiping a marker or something. Sometimes when I wipe, I'll wipe, and I'll wipe, and I'll wipe, and I'll wipe.
When your boss asked why you were gone so long. Ooh, pretty good. I got a serious lag going on. I probably got StreamYard open. That's probably why.
Did you two go home together? He was like, Ralph, you know me. You know me. I was like, dude, she's been missing for like 13 days, man. I was like, yo, James, a couple weeks ago, we were hanging out at that bar and you seemed to hit it off with that one girl, and I've been meaning to ask you, did you two go home together? He was like, Ralph, you know me. You know me. I was like, dude, she's been missing for like 13 days, man. I was like, yo, James.
Pretty funny. Anyway, you guys, I'm not getting any. I need a laugh track. That's why I busted out the keyboard. And you know what I should be doing is probably closing the windows as I go. But, yeah.
Get your shit, we're going to the store.
I don't want to go to the store. I got stuff I gotta do. I'm almost done with it.
Get your shit, we're going to the store.
Okay, alright. I'll get you Jack.
This one's dumb. Alright. Maybe that'll save some. Maybe if I unplug my Roku, we get more bandwidth. I don't know what's going on here. This is British guys here.
Oh, we've got the extra large.
Oh, I'll go for extra large.
Extra large?
Yeah,
You sure?
Yeah.
Salt, butter, pepper, mate.
Oh, yes, please. Beans and cheese as well.
They got to put beans and cheese on these baked potatoes. I don't know if anybody caught this yet. This happened though. Is the chat reconnected? What happened there? Oh, they took the video down. Oh, that was the video of the sub that sank. I don't know if you saw the quick flash. I hope you were looking.
It does work. Because if you do that, then
He sprayed bear mace in the guy's face. I think I had a question here. Guys. So, what was I had it right in the thing. There's something. This is what I thought of Jeff. They stated the church sounds like they were doing a sound check for a band, and it is very loud. Anyway. There was one that was good. I'm falling apart again. Yeah, I think I'm hitting sick. Alright, so I thought this was good, and I'll let him talk here. But you know, it's just a general thing. But he was the lawyer for Dabo and whatever her name is. And so now he's enjoying being a spectator in the Moscow. There was a video. He was thrust into the spotlight, and then, well, I don't make a point of trying to keep a low profile. Did not want to comment on the case. I understand that some of the prosecutors and some of the police officers commented. I'm not going to comment on the case because there's an appeal going on. Well, that's the chapter over there. I don't know if there's any way to prepare for the media. Blah, blah, blah. I think the court's probably going to televise the trial, helping those family members who live in Moscow and up there to be able at least to view the proceedings and participate. He's looking forward to being on the sidelines. There's a certain amount of interest now that I'm done with what I was doing. I am interested in what's going on. I'm going to be fascinated. I know all three lawyers, not personally, but I know all three lawyers. It's what I do for a living, so I'm going to follow it and try to get an idea of what their strategy and tactics are. How they're going to prosecute. How they're going to... and defend the cases. And there's an interest there. So now I'm the spectator. I'm perfectly happy now being the spectator. And he says he's learned a lot about himself working the case, and I'll never forget it. And so there was a comment in here that was funny. There it is. Oh, yeah. Sophia Kircher. I think it's a little late for this guy. Too much evidence. And we have not even seen it all. The fact is, his defense keep dragging this out, and it's unfair to those involved. And somebody just defends it. I wanted to see that. Okay. And the last one, and I get to close this page. I think I had them all open. Yeah, I thought that was funny. A guy was hiding in the wall during a drug raid, and they eventually caught him. He's hiding in the wall, though. Okay, that's it. All right, and there's one. I think it was. Don't mind if I do. All right, and then ding 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 dong. All right, this one has all the juicy tidbittles. That was Heather's. Oh, you guys can't see this yet. But this is Heather's email that she sent to me for our anniversary. Sorry, Rose. And there it is. And I wanted to ask Bubs if she's still here. I don't know. She always bails out. She's got stuff to do. She probably bailed out when Jeff showed up there. It looks like. Bubs, come on back. I know you listen. It looks like Dylan, and then I thought it looked like was it Kara Tyler, whatever. And then the mask. And Heather sent me the caption, "Am I crazy?" I'm like, hell no, that's some crazy shit. So I don't know, maybe the press is finding they get more hits with these kind of pretty girl with the ski mask and the whole thing, and then you have that. So let's see, this one had something good. This was, if you guys missed this, and I don't have them here, thankfully, but they keep advertising for you to get delivery from Kroger supermarkets. And the Kroger executive, admits company gouged prices. A top company leader at Kroger has admitted during an antitrust trial the company gouged prices on select items above inflation levels. While testifying to a Federal Trade Commission attorney Tuesday, Kroger's senior director for pricing, Andy Groff, said the grocery giant had raised prices for eggs and milk beyond inflation levels. This is not at all surprising. Companies across multiple industries have been posting record profits since COVID-19 crisis, while consumers have faced the highest inflation in recent history. And so I ask you guys, just, I don't know, maybe, if it's convenient, what are you going to do? If it's convenient. Right? That's what you can do. Now, you think I'm a smartass. This guy is a smartass. So he just sits down at this park. He just freaking all these people out, and then just takes off. Tough crowd. That was my favorite one. So this is, if you missed this one, Bon Jovi apparently rescued a woman or saved a woman from jumping off a bridge somehow. And I guess, I never see the woman try to jump. But here he's stalking her. Living on a prayer. Come on, lady. We're living on a prayer. You don't have to jump. I couldn't. There he is. She was going to jump, I think. Or maybe, it's the second lady. Okay. He just leans up like, hey, I'm John Bon Jovi, baby. Let me make a figure for you. So she's over the edge. And Johnny boy, hey, listen. Remember the album Slippery When Wet? I wrote it for you. This is in Nashville. And there you go. And so he saved her life. I'm not used to those commercials. That scared me. Blah, blah, blah. Founder, blah, blah. Oh, I love that commercial. That commercial is my favorite. Oh, I got to play that commercial. I hope they'll let me play it. There it is. I love this lady. When I didn't have the internet for like 3 months, I had to watch over-the-air HD TV. Sorry. And this commercial used to play all the time. It's Tom's commercial. And she's like... She loves her nachos, right? And then he falls flat. I can't.
With new Tums Gummy Bites and Love Food Back.
Look at, oh man. Yeah, fucking look at the nachos. He's like, nah. He's all messed up. He's so happy. He's got the crutch. I love it. That's a great commercial. I just got struck for REO Speedwagon though, unfortunately. That will be coming out of my paycheck. This is a tank getting hit by a train. That's right. And there you have it. That's what happens when a tank gets hit by a train, you guys. No. Guys, oh my god, the train hit the tank. The tank. I'm only teasing you at all. Where is Elle? I love Tina. Ooh, do. Yes, I do. Anybody want to tell me where this is? I know you want to. Let's look at it one more time, guys. What does that say right there? So this is the lovely facilities where they're housing Mr. Kilbert, the state jail, I guess, or the Boise jail, Ada County. Heather Fitzgerald has it. So he's in this unit right there by that door. No, I don't know. He's probably on this side over there on the left. That's a nicer building. That's the solitary. But that's Ada County Jail, front and back. And you saw it here first. I set the trends. It's good. This guy's nuts, bro.
Call up, Get out of here! Stop it! Stop it! Call up, please! Call up, please, son. Not here! Stop it! Stop it! Call up!
You stop it! Just you stop it! This was at Panera Bread, and the struggle is real. 10-foot tall people discovered by archaeologists in Nevada cave. Mythology, folklore, and even the Bible tells us giants once roamed the earth, and it turns out there's evidence to back this claim. Extraordinary human remains have been found in the U.S. state of Nevada, with some of the skeletons measuring up to 10 feet tall. Alongside their jaw-dropping size, the bodies, some of which have been said to be mummified, were found to have red hair. This has fueled the theory passed down by the ages that a long-forgotten race of humans once dominated southwestern America. According to Paiute, a tribe that settled in the Nevada region thousands of years ago, cannibalistic red-haired giants called the Sitka came to the Americas from a distant island. Legend has it that the Sitka, I think that's their fraternity name, crossed the ocean on rafts made of reeds, and they soon made a name for themselves as being taller, stronger, and crueler than ordinary men. I like how the crueler. Then, in 1911, while digging for bat guano, a cave near Lovelock, Nevada, some miners unearthed a number of strange objects. This prompted the launch of 2 official excavations in 1912 and 24, during which thousands of artifacts were recovered. Among the staggering finds were mummies nicknamed Lovelock's Giants, which measured between 8 and 10 feet tall. And there they are. Well, that's the mastodon. Anyway, you get the idea. Big people. Human-built 5,600-year-old underwater bridge found inside cave stuns scientists. A geology professor from the University of South Florida discovered a 5,600-year-old stone bridge in an ancient cave that proves humans were present on the island of Mallorca much earlier than previously believed. This discovery will change everything we thought we knew about early human history in the Western Mediterranean. Question confounded archaeologists for decades. Logically, being so close to the mainland, the first signs of human settlement offshore beyond Mallorca. Instead, smaller islands further out to sea suggest that humans skipped this island. The recent discovery of an ancient bridge off the coast of Mallorca provides the first piece... Malacca, it sounded like Willie. You Malacca provides the first piece of conclusive evidence in this puzzle from human history that locates our early ancestors further back in time on the island and reveals how sophisticated they were. They mummified each other. They found, I guess, an underwater kind of deal. They just pounded the dirt until somebody popped up and it gave way. Man uses a balloon to launch GoPro into space and gets very interesting results. You know, here it is. I'll play it for you. Because I like you guys. Sarah Adam. Now I want a beer. I still have wine. Almond Roca. That sounds good. Now I'm going to make a brew. So this is the balloon, and it's going down. They have music on it, of course. So, la 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 la. Dude, I had my keyboard, and it's one of those Casios, and it's got like all the sound. Wouldn't it be amazing if I could do all the sound effects like the guy on Police Academy? I feel like I'm on South Park or Family Guy. Bro, hey, what's going on? Welcome everybody to the Purge. Welcome to Tommy Detail. Is it safe to be in here? The water's still churned up. I don't know. All this creator, what do they call it? JLRing. A lot of people have been JLR'd unalive. So now I'm going... Okay, Heather, I'll play it at 2 times speed. Thank you. Good call. I'm sure you have a lot to say today, and I hope you do. I watched your video. This is at 2 times speed, you guys. Because it's the future. We have this kind of technology. Love Tina, you want to go make out behind the bleachers? I'm so mad because I saw Soy Violetta in Lana's chat. And she was here once. Up, up, and away. Hey, honey. I think they decopyrighted one of Frank Sinatra's songs. I keep hearing it everywhere anyway. People are using it like it's going out of style. This'll make you happy, Fox. How do you feel now, hey girl? You guys, this is my house over here. Guys, it goes deeper. You ever imagine? Where's Jen tonight? Now I can make fun of Jen. Guys, oh my god. Wait till I show you what Jen sent me though. Or whatever. I'm not recording anymore. Sure can. That's how you sound. So the Earth might be round. The guy who shot himself up in a rocket, all he had to do was buy a weather balloon and a GoPro. He'd still be walking around. I'm just saying, I mean. Wait, are you calling me a pig, Love Teen? Did you say Sue-wee? Yeah, is this Sue-wee? I don't know how loud I'm. Sue-wee. Look at that, baby. It goes, oh, it keeps going. It keeps going, you guys. Look at those, there's my house right there. Don't jump. Did anybody see the thing, and I might have it somewhere, that the astronauts talk about what the smell of space is? And it's kind of BS. You know, it's like one of those clickbait things. Oh, the balloon burst. Gravity! Nobody saw that movie. Anyways. Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys. Can anybody tell me what happened to Strange Suspicion? Did she and Bob change their lives? The first and only photos from Titan's largest moon. What did we see? Looks like a stormy day on Earth to me. First and only. Looks like a strange land. No plans. Alright. That's the same one we just saw. And then where the New York City federal investigations stands after chief resigns. So in the midst of all of the nutsiness that's going on in New York City, the commissioner resigned. I guess Batman didn't answer the bat light. New photos show wrecked Titanic. So I can't show you the video. The video got struck. But this is a picture of, what was it called? Subgate or Bubblygate? It's been over a year. Wow. Lost 5 lives. And it went down. And then there's a video. There was a good video, but they took it down. Beautiful down now. Alright. And then Iran uses Hell's Angels. I love this. And so, if you wonder if maybe Hell's Angels are doing stuff a little bit differently now, it could be possible. Iran is enlisting members of the Hells Angels biker gang and other criminal enterprises as part of their efforts to attack and silence dissidents living in Europe and on American soil. A new report has revealed the shadowy operations being orchestrated by high-level units within Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and its Ministry of Intelligence have targeted a former Iranian military officer living in Maryland, an Iranian-American activist and journalist based in New York City, and exiled reporter in London. Now, we're not dealing with the usual suspects. We've got this hostile state actor that sees Battlefield as being without border, and individuals in London use every bit as it. And so this leads to another story, which I don't know if I have it, but the Rhode Island chapter Hell's Angel guy was real. He's the president. Was recently put back in jail for going to somebody's funeral when he had permission to go to it. Quite a bit of Hell's Angelness in the news. And it doesn't appear that they have any loyalty. If you had any kind of misconceptions about them, of who they work with. If you pay, you play. Apparently. I mean, that's of all things. Boom, 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 boom. This one was cool.
Look at the size of the thing.
You could catch a picture of lightning bolts over a pyramid, or maybe find a rare exotic fish.
Pretty cool. And then Titan again. Oh, boom, 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 boom. This is really cool, and it's nice. It's a real bummer that it's like this, but I don't know where the audio is. I don't think there is any audio. This is just like raw footage, bro. It's raw, you guys. But I'm working on it now, and if you have to turn up the volume, it's okay. Just turn up the volume. I'm only teasing you, Al. He said it was okay. Look at how. I don't know how long this thing could have gone like that. And so these marine biologists come and they go, yeah, this is a little video though. So,
Hi, I'm Victoria Missick.
see, I don't want to see that shit. Okay, so yeah, they saved it. Well, I think I closed one of my good windows. They found a plesiosaur bones in the UK, off the coast, obviously. And they are, if you look here, this is the size of a plesiosaur. That's what they say, like the Loch Ness Monster is and stuff. He's gonna get you. Wow. So there's a giant great white shark. They tend to be between 13 and 20 feet. And he's just gonna woof it down in one bite. And so they know they were there, millions of years ago, however long. And words. So this guy. And so this was an officer-involved shooting in Brain County. And I don't know what they had on this guy. The Georgia Bureau of Investigations conducted an investigation into an officer-involved shooting that occurred in Marin County. According to GBI officials, a preliminary investigation revealed that a Georgia State Patrol trooper initiated a traffic stop with Roy Kyle Mathis. And it led to a pursuit, and they tried to take him out. Like, you know how it goes. And there he is. He's a good looking fellow.
My own house that I fucking earned with my blood, my sweat, and my motherfucking tears.
I understand.
Shut the fuck up.
We're gonna get you some help.
I'm gonna go get some right now.
We're gonna get you to.
I'm gonna go get. Shut the fuck up. I'm walking.
No.
Dora! Dora!
I'm here to help you. We're trying.
All right, that's what I wanted to play that one for. Tell me, Bubs is still here. Bubs, if you're making me a bacon sandwich, which is fine, but I need you to report back to duty over here, and I'm gonna play it again because
I'm here with.
It's so fun to listen to.
That I fucking earned with my blood, my sweat, and my motherfucking tears.
I understand.
Shut the fuck up, brother!
Get you some help.
I'm gonna go get some right now.
We're gonna get you to.
I'm gonna go get. Shut the fuck up. I'm walking.
No.
Dora! Dora!
You need to stop, my friend. I'm here to help you. We're trying.
I'm here to help you.
I'm here with my own house that I fucking earned.
Listen for it
with
again.
My blood, my sweat, and my motherfucking tears.
I understand.
Shut the fuck up.
We're gonna get you some help.
I'm gonna go get some right now.
We're gonna get you to.
I'm gonna go get. Shut the fuck up. I'm walking.
No.
Dora! Dora!
You need to stop, my friend. I'm here to help you. We're trying to help you.
You will not put your hands on me. You guys will not fucking touch me. You especially, you're all weak.
Okay,
You think I'm on shit? Think I'm cranked out? What? I forgot. I'm Chris.
You're all anti, bro.
I know, sorry.
Oh my god, dude. But the thing about I'm here to help you. Literally. Anybody still watching? Alright, that's good. So here's another one for you guys. This is insane. And I keep telling you, Britain just don't play when it comes. If this is real, I don't think this could possibly be real. Who thinks this is real? Are you kidding me, bro? He was jacked up, brother. This guy gets the Darwin Award. There's no audio, but you can see it coming a mile away. It's like, no, dude. No. People are like, what is this guy doing? He just beaches his yacht. And he got a fine or something. Rich people. Me and Twiz would be in jail. I don't know what this music is. I'm not bothering with no copyright. Anyway, she builds this stupid thing. I thought Bubs would like this. Bubs, you need to get one of these. Where's Bubs? There's nothing half-assed. I don't think he was paying attention to us, I think. Bubs, you better be watching this one. And so it's a cat wheel. And then the cat finally learns. And then all the cats... Look how all the cats are gathering around now. The lady in her slippers. I love it. She's like trying to stay out of the shot. Okay, and here we go. It's a kid. He'll never be a fat cat. I got some Thought Riot shit to play. Or was. This is...
A coat that just walked off. Not the 6th roommate, a different Ashley.
Alright, you have to watch this. Okay. I've been telling you. And so, you will watch it.
Alright, just a little show and tell romp room at the grub truck. Let's see, we got Colby right there. He's number 9. Number 9. He's checking out Maddie. And then we've got Katie. She's over there hugging Hayden. I know her name's Katie because of his friend saying something at the Identity Apartments after the Banfield pullover. Maddie just walked by Joe Vito. And now Joe and Hayden and Katie are all laughing. So that's Miles right there. He's number 8. That's number 8 right there. And his girlfriend is a red backpack girl. And the other girl that's with red backpack, that is Colby's girlfriend. Yeah, you got Hayden and Katie right there.
I like how she's doing.
Causing a ruckus. Joe taking pictures behind his back.
Damn it, Bubs. What are you, busy? Where'd she go?
Yeah, see, here's Miles. And, wait, no, wait a minute. No, Tim Wolf. Tim Wolf is, did I get that wrong on here? No, I got it right. Tim Wolf is red backpack girl's boyfriend. So this is Drew, the black tank top guy. This is Drew right here. You can tell by his crazy hair. Oh, and his tank top. And he's getting quite a giggle. I think I hear him and Linda Lane at, right around 1 o'clock. In that area, time frame. I hear also, I think, Grace and the red backpack girl. Her name is Alyssa. So all these guys are Sigma Chi. And red backpack girl, Alyssa, she used to go to Wazoo and then she switched over to U of I. Because she was a cheerleader over there. And just recently came over to U of I. So look at poor Maddie's, what's your shoulders? Oh, that's Ashlyn Couch that was just right there ordering. And up around the corner comes on a deadbolt, knowing where Kaylee is Peyton. I don't know what she does. She just gives her a hug. Jake Ferris scoots around, scurries around the back with Grace Holt and Molly Gray. Now, Grace Holt, her boyfriend is Caden Loveland, and his brother is Colston Loveland, who's the big footballer in Michigan State, I think. Great friends with Adam Lauda. That's how I found Adam Lauda, by the way. And that's Ashlyn's boyfriend right there with the hat that's just walking off. And that's Ashlyn with the black coat that just walked off. Not the 6th roommate, a different Ashlyn. Her name's spelled different. This Ashlyn's with a Y, the other one's with an I. Now these two right here, the yellow coat and the other one, I think I know who they are, but I'm not positive, so I'm not going to say anything because I'm positive about the other ones.
Alright guys, so know that by name. There's the link if you want to use that and put in your browser, trouser, whatever as a reference. Alright? And then now we have this action. This is amazing. Watch the background. These idiots were coming up on her and they crashed the boat, if you weren't watching. This is Rollo. I just want to play the opening to this and check it out.
First of all, all of that speculation, my theory, my personal opinion, and my findings. This is all for entertainment, and everybody mentioned here is all I listen to prove
it is bubbly.
So
it should be.
My bad. I've been lagging a little bit for this drop, but I came across a few things, so I kind of had to cut it in half. But this is a little something for the haters bitching about Linda Lane and Banfield.
Linda Lane will not be in the trial.
And you know what, nigga? You act like a little bitch right now. I'm not killing no kids.
What's up? So how you like me now, huh? Ta-da! How you like me now? Keep on hating, motherfuckers.
I love Rolomata, dude.
You guys didn't catch this, huh? The guy right by his shoulder, number 9. Look at him. Somebody on his back too. Trying to get.
How you like me now? Yeah, I'm sorry if you hadn't heard that before, Tina. It's very.
The first one.
Heather, so tell us more about this Quinn Farley. Would love to know about that. I think this was Bub's video that was removed. And it's because she was a bad girl. No, Viana, I was meaning to tell the story when she was in here that I was in Robert's chat, and I guess everybody else has lives or something. I know Swamp Rose, that's why I'm trying to roast you. I'm going to save the third half of the show for after Swamp Rose. I'm trying to cut it in like 5 minutes. So that's not important. Okay, and so this is a blood spatter expert and whatever, and that if you guys haven't heard that audio, I'll play a little bit of it.
Okay,
Buckle up for the bullshit. We're gonna go through this, and I'm gonna stop it and make my comment.
Okay, so we know they're on different levels. Two of the victims, Ethan and Xana, on that second level. The third level, Kaylee and Maddie, the two best friends in the same bedroom. Let me bring back in Dr. Michelle Dupree. We were trying to repair that audio. I don't know if it's much better, but
She's a blood splatter.
While we have you, expert. You'd find out if they fought back, and it appears that they did, in fact, fight for their lives. Tell us what else.
So that's the second time we've heard that today. It goes to figure that if there was at least two people that had defensive wounds, that even if you were laying in your bed or on your phone and somebody lunged at you, one person, one big guy with two knives, and you like the guilters, they say, oh, well, he was a ninja and he was able to bullseye in and collapse both of their lungs, simultaneously silencing both of them before anybody could do anything, even though they're... If I get stabbed in the lung, I ain't fighting no more. I'm gonna... You've seen the movies. That's what you do when you're in pain. You're like... And they're like, I'm here to help you. This is an expensive hobby. This is the RC jet crash montage here. I love this one right here. It's like a fully decked out plane. These things cost like $20,000, $30,000. The jet ones. And they crash all the time. My girlfriend in San Diego was she worked at Hobby Mart or whatever back in the day, and everybody would come in and want to buy a remote control helicopter, and they would spend $10,000, and she would tell them over and over for an hour, they're very hard to fly, blah, blah, blah. And the next day they're back and they were broken into pieces, and there was no returns. So anyway,
their truck was parked illegally in this spot, so when the cop told them to move it, you'll never expect the ending.
What the hell you telling me for? I ain't driving this motherfucker. I don't give a damn if you're driving it or not. You gonna have to move this motherfucker. I ain't got no goddamn leg. What you wanna do? Nothing. I changed my
Their truck.
Oh man, just crushing it. Okay, so if you got the dough, they have here in St. Petersburg. They have a RC park, and it's built over the. We used to have a landfill. I forgot what they called it. Sunshine Landfill or something. Always a name like that. And then now we have a incinerator, and so they covered up the landfill, and they built an RC park. So we have one of the few RC airports, and you see the guys, and they have the little fighter jets and stuff, and it looks like a lot of fun. I might wait, did you want to see something? Was he? Yeah, there. I don't know. Pictures of the crime scene would certainly... Picture is worth 1,000 words, isn't it? One picture. Because what the crime, the blood spatter, since we're talking about it, I got a couple more minutes, was talking about is that the initial stabbing would instigate, or whatever, the most blood. And that would be the most telling. It would go everywhere. It would get on everything. It would get on everyone. And so I don't know. You would think that a knife sheath going to two different, technically, crime scenes would collect some of this. But somehow I believe it remained pristine enough to be able to pull a tiny touch DNA sample off of, if you want to believe that. But yeah, she said that the initial thing, obviously, you're going to have the most blood pressure, and whatever. And it's like, yeah, picture's worth 1,000 words. These are, this is video from me and Swamp Rose's honeymoon. See the Eiffel Tower there? I just... Alright, so... Lastly, and then I have more, better, newer stuff. And some older stuff. Don't pick on the old. I left them a message telling them about my dreams with Kaylee. I don't see that I got a response. I didn't expect one. They probably hate me. I can understand that too. I mean, here is somebody... I'm not making light of the situation. I'm making light of the dreary. I'm putting light in the dreary. I think. Nobody ever read this, and I thought it was pretty clever. Hi, Macy May. I tried to message you and keep this between us, but wasn't able to. This is from Steve. Since you seem to really dislike us, should I remove you? Or would you like to escort yourself out? Let me know. Because she said something about Kaylee's mom. Yeah. And so stuff. Anyway, I'll tell you guys about the dream maybe if Echoes comes back later. Alright, that's the show. Good. Alright, sorry. Is this thing on still? Thank you for being here. Go enjoy some Swamp Rose. I'm going to run up to the store before they close. And I like ya. Ciao to heads. I'll see. I'm going to do one after Rose probably if